Hello everyone. Okay, today we're going to talk about a question I get every once in a while. If energy work works, and you can clear trapped emotional baggage, other trapped energetic imbalances from your energetic field, and then the physical body and your mind and your emotions will all be able to work better without that baggage, energetic baggage in the way. If that really works, and that can improve the physical function of the body, the emotional function, it can improve relationships, and it can improve your life outlook, ability to set and reach goals, everything. If that really works, then why are there energy workers with eczema or with a temper, or who have a phobia of something? Like, how could that possibly be if they have issues that apparently could be resolved by energy work? So that's a very good question, very valid question. And my answer is that it's work. It's a lot of work. So say we have a symptom of a skin rash, that there is energetic imbalances contributing to it, and if we can clear those out and help the body go through the process of healing, of identifying, validating, releasing, replacing, if needed, with a new perspective, new belief, or energy, then, and if there's nothing else contributing to the skin rashes, it's not because you're using laundry detergent that creates irritation for the body. If it's only energetic, then after all the contributing energy imbalances are cleared, then the skin rash will go away. But there might be enough energetic imbalances that it's going to take 3 sessions. So it'll take 3 hours of working at finding, clearing, identifying, understanding, validating, clearing, bringing in a supportive new belief or perspective. So it might take 3 hours. And so if a lot of things require 3 hours of work in order to resolve, which some things take much more, some things take energy work and then plus lifestyle changes, or energy work to clear baggage and then practicing a new communication skill, or changing our diet a little bit. But if everything only was energetic imbalances only, then that's still a lot of hours to clear lots of stuff. So if one person has like 12 ailments, or like ingrown toenail, skin rash, allergy to that food, emotional trigger to people tailgating, etc., then that racks up to 12 times 3. That's funny, I had it before I started saying it. 36 hours. And so if you want to do on your own time, like on yourself, if you have practiced the ability to do an energy session, an EFT tapping session, or body code or body talk, whatever, or if you want to go to someone, if you want to spend 1 hour a week working on that, that's a lot of weeks. That's like a 2/3 of a year, every single week, spending an hour healing stuff. So it's just time. So that's the first thing, is that it takes time. The second thing is that you don't know how far they've come. That person, the energy worker who's got eczema or something, they might have started out suicidal, and maybe they've cleared so much, so much, to get to the point where they've just got their next thing that they're working on is eczema. Also, it's a lot of work. So if it took 3 hours to clear something, that's an hour on 3 separate days of sitting in meditation, basically, for a full hour, not losing focus, staying focused on the topic, and the whole time having positive intent or openness or belief that it could be healed. So if someone sits down for an hour and says, I know this can't heal, then it's not going to work. The energy won't budge, the system won't be able to clear things out. So it's it's effortful to maintain the perspective, to go into willingness and openness, and then to be mentally working and focused on something for whatever the time period is, and continue. It's just a lot of work. So there we go. That is my answer. Also, some things require certain things. So I don't know if you've experienced this, but even people I know who've experienced depression, big or serious bouts of depression, it can be caused by a whole bunch of different things. For one person, it was inherited baggage from their ancestors, and it wasn't even anything in their life. It was just inherited. For another person, or mostly inherited, for another person, it was malnourishment, and their system didn't have enough minerals or vitamins. For another person, they weren't communicating. They didn't gain the skills of listening and communicating, so in their life, they were not being heard or seen, and it was just excruciating for them. So, or for another person, it could be anything. And so sometimes certain ailments will need a certain thing to happen in order to rebalance. They might need to help clear out this emotional trauma to do with that topic or that's impacting that body part, and then also learn this skill of choosing to embrace the goodness in life and choosing to spend 2 minutes just soaking up, like being grateful and looking around in their life for what to be grateful for, plus also adding more potassium or mangoes, or stop eating that food that is not helpful. So sometimes and often a symptom or an issue is going to have multiple components that are needed. And I know I know practitioners and energy workers who've had a certain symptom or issue for a long time, and they've done a lot of things, a lot of different things. I know all kinds of people who've had that happen, and then they finally found, well, the stuff that I've worked on, the stuff that they've done along the way helped a little bit, but it wasn't until they found this one thing that it helped tremendously. And that can totally happen. That happens often, that they might still be on the hunt, on the search for what is the puzzle piece or what is the ingredient that I'm missing that's needed, and it might not be something that they already know about or that's immediately around them, and they're going to have to keep hunting for a while until they find it. Okay. All right, so there you go. Oh, also different modalities are helpful for different things. Some modalities are primarily just emotional, some are primarily physical, some are really productive and really helpful for working in relationship and improving our ability to have relationships. There's lots of different modalities, and they all have different scopes of what they're helpful for. And so that can also be the case, that the system needs it in a certain way. It needs support and healing in a certain avenue and way, and so we have to go search for that. Is it doing homeopathy, body talk, physical chiropractic, mindset coaching, mineral balancing, gut biome? We have to kind of search and keep hunting. So energy practitioners are normal people who have probably cleared out a lot of things, but still have a lot to go, and probably will for life, because our body is a tool to communicate with us, and we can't, in my experience, our trauma or baggage in our subconscious mind or our faulty programming is like an onion. There's just there's just so much. So there's a lot to keep cleaning out, and it will probably take a long time. But it gets better and better with each lesson that we learn and each faulty programming that we clean out. Makes things work better, and then the next thing can come to the surface for us to deal with and learn and see. So for me, it's going to be a lifelong process, and it's just going to keep getting better, and more things will keep opening up to me. And also I find that generational stuff is also in the layers, so I probably will have generational stuff that will surface later when it's applicable to me, and I'll clean that out. So it's just the journey of life. but it's a very empowered journey because you can resolve things. I can resolve things much faster, and I can also be proactive and clear out any fears I have about this goal before I take a step into the goal, which makes things nice. All right, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and have a wonderful day.